Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we're looking at Frank Miller Presents Pandora #2 by Frank Miller and Emma Kubert, the fun new young adult fantasy book from Frank Miller Presents. So, previously, below, goblin creatures are under attack by an enemy who wants to enslave them. They place their hopes for survival on a mysterious relic. Above, Annabeth has a mom and a grandpa who love her, and she sees them, but not much else. A house full of boarders she doesn't like, a school full of classmates she can't stand, a town she can't wait to leave. Then she meets a boy, Knox, in the woods near her home. Together they find a beautiful, weird flower. The flower makes Knox nervous, but when she shows it to her grandpa, he freaks out. Annabeth is going to learn there's more to Knox in the flower than she could possibly imagine. So we're entrenched in this fantasy world that Frank Miller has brought to us, along with Emma Kubert of the Kubert dynasty. It's fun to see her working on a book. The art is a little, I don't know, a little amateurish in some scenes, but I feel like maybe that was a style choice. It definitely looks and feels a little bit like an indie comic from the 80s, like with some of the airbrushy coloring. Slightly on the manga side, I guess, but it looks totally appropriate for a young adult fantasy. I guess that is the target audience. I can see them kind of loving this art, and I do like it. I have to say, you look at Joe Kubert and Andy Kubert and Adam Kubert, and you can sort of tell that they're all from, the powerful graphic superhero telling storytelling background, and Emma definitely seems a lot more different. I don't know. I feel like she's done some work for DC and Image, and this is the first time I've read a book that she's illustrated, and I do definitely think that her style might be a little bit different on some of those other books, so I'd be curious to check it out. But she is definitely talented. You can tell that she has all the chops of her clan, and with the storytelling, the detail, and she brings a fun expressiveness to these characters. I have to say, not my favorite book from Frank Miller Comics Presents. I am a little more into Frank Miller's Ronin Book 2 and Dan DiDio's Ancient Enemies. But that's probably because I'm not the target audience for this. This is like a young adult fantasy, and I don't like Harry Potter unapologetically. I just am not super into that type of genre. So, given that, I did enjoy this, and it's really fun to see this art. And if this is like sort of your wheelhouse, I do recommend this book. It's a cute, fun book for sure. I think that you would definitely like it. It's a little more accessible now in the new monthly, cheaper format. So I highly recommend checking it out. Why not? I'm curious to see where it's going. We're 2 issues in, and I'm not like totally enthralled, but I'm not turned off, and I do definitely want to kind of come back and see what more happens. Like, I feel a little investment in this lead character, and it's an interesting concept and supporting cast. So Frank is co-writing with Chris Silvestri and Anthony Miranville, and Emma Kubert is the artist. And here's some of her like design work, I guess. So there you have it. Interesting. Did we forget to put a credits page in here? Because you know how I feel about credits. So we don't have a credits. Oh no, here we are. Sorry. Created by Frank Miller, art and colors by Emma Kubert, written by Frank Miller, Anthony Marinville, and Chris Silvestri, lettered and edited by Pete Carlson. That's a lot of writers. I don't know. Does it water it down? Perhaps. I don't know. But it's still a fun book. I do like it. I'm curious to see #3. So there it is. Check it out if you want to, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Hit like, and I'll bring you more later.